Our passive solar house was designed with solar dwellings. We have a light-coloured roof, render and paving to reflect the heat. Our home is orientated north, while all living rooms are on the north and the bedrooms are on the cooler south side. We also have a bathroom and laundry on the north side as well. Large expanses of northern glass let in the low-angled winter sun, and external shading keeps out the summer sun. Extra insulation in the ceiling and walls help to keep the house temperature in a comfortable range. On the collarbone roof are solar panels, solar hot water and a solar-powered automatic heat extraction vent. A deciduous fruiting grapevine shades the house in summer but allows the sun to penetrate the house in winter. This warms the dark floor tiles and concrete slab, which is our thermal mass, and acts as a heat bank. We required no artificial heating this winter. The 9,500 litre poly water tank is plumbed to the washing machine and toilets and is also used on the garden. A hot and cold outdoor shower is just outside the northern bathroom and laundry and has a lovely salvage rusty balustrade repurposed as a screen. The shower is very useful post a swim in the saltwater pool. Living areas benefit from the northern aspect and are light and bright during the daytime and enjoy a view to the garden. Ceiling fans are in all main rooms. Lights are mainly LED and CFL. Paint and finishes are eco-friendly where possible, and we have also incorporated universal access principles in our design. The house is long and thin and only 2 rooms wide with a central hallway, which is ideal for solar passive heating. Opposing windows provide cross ventilation throughout. Small kitchen windows on the south side open to ventilate air out of the large northern doors opposite. The kitchen garden includes ferns, gingers and other shade-loving plants. Main rooms all have built-in MDF pelmets and double-layer curtains to insulate the windows. Minor rooms have blinds. Curtains are closed during the day in summer to keep the house cool and windows opened at night. In winter, the curtains are opened in the day to warm the dark floor tiles. Multiple indoor plants help to filter the air. Vintage furniture and collectibles are a favourite for their sustainability credentials. Reduced packaging, saving things from landfill and giving already made items another life is good for the planet and good for your pocket. One person's trash can certainly be another person's treasure. This beautiful tree arbour is also affectionately called the meander off the veranda and leads the wanderer the long way to the pavilion through scented and tactile plants past the fire pit area. It reminds us to slow down and appreciate the things around us. This is also a memorial garden to remember those no longer with us. The fire pit is our old washing machine drum, which makes an excellent fire drum. Circled by salvage logs and log rounds, it is a cosy spot surrounded by garden to while away a winter evening. The stone circle is made from salvaged limestone, the path is railway sleepers and gravel and is bordered with herbs, bush food and a passion fruit vine. Log round steps continue the meander to the outdoor pavilion. A deciduous grapevine has been planted over the pavilion arbour to one day provide summer shade and autumn colour. Behind the pavilion is the saltwater swimming pool, which was renovated after building completion. A pool blanket is used in summer. Bordering the garden is an obstacle course and nature play area for the children. This is also an area which contains lots of bush food and native shrubs. The garden is mulched with free tree pruning mulch. There are many plants here planted for the birds, bees and native flowers for picking. We also have the odd bobtail come to visit. The pavilion is a separate undercover entertaining area designed away from the house so as not to block the northern light to the house. A barbecue area and pool bar are located there with serving area. Benches and bar and shelves were salvaged at demolition for reuse here. The dry creek bed continues the children's obstacle course. Limestone blocks discarded by a neighbour make a nice place to sit on and scramble over and continue the obstacle course to the cubby house and sandpit area. Also a nice place to sit and admire the vegetables in the adjacent vegetable garden. The rear of the pavilion doubles as a blackboard wall. A frog pond is situated within the pool enclosure. Pleasant evenings produce a plethora of froggy friends around the entire garden and makes an almost nightly frog hunt a fun activity for young and old. Frogs are also great for managing garden pests. A Gabion bench seat is made from the waste limestone rocks that were found on site. A beautiful weeping mulberry makes a fantastic natural cubby house once the leaves return, or a sunny spot to sit in winter. Vegetable garden beds are made with railway sleepers and fed with homemade compost. Rusty mattress springs adorn the wall behind and are periodically used for climbing plants. Seasonal vegetables and herbs are also planted in apple crate wicking beds and recycled pots and planters around the garden, including citrus, bush food, fruit trees, berries, herbs and vegetables and vines. There is currently over 100 varieties of edibles growing at the moment. We also like to practice permaculture principles. It is fantastic fun to get the kids involved in growing and harvesting their own food and seeing where food comes from. It often amounts in surprising results and hopefully instills a lifelong love of gardening. Having a garden full of edibles, fragrant plants and wildlife visitors helps foster appreciation for Mother Earth and its creatures. Chickens are located behind the shade of the vegetable patches and underneath the bananas. Their enclosure is made from salvaged materials. They eat ours and the neighbours' waste food scraps and also bugs and weeds. Fresh eggs are a welcome bonus. 2 compost bins and a worm farm are also nearby for other scraps and are also used by our neighbours. The front carport is a recent addition for more shade and is soon to be the location of our next project, turning the driveway into a community pop-up space with bench seating, servery area, fairy lights and raised garden beds down the side so that we can host more neighbour and street events, so watch this space. Thank you.